Hey, fugly. Don't you dare ignore me, you freak. Stop bothering me. What do you want? Ugh, you're so slow to reply. What are you, a sloth? I'm at work right now. Oh darn, you work on holidays too? That's depressing. Fugly and chained to work. Your life sounds so boring and sad, lol. Says you who never gets a regular job. You're pretty much off all year round. So don't act all superior just because it's a national holiday. Mom told me you got fired from your part-time job again. You're old enough to know better. Why don't you get a proper job? Working might help you get some common sense, you know. There's no need for that. I'm getting a permanent job soon. A permanent job? What are you talking about? I'm getting married. What? You're getting married? Darn right. My fiancé is the son of the CEO of a famous company, and he's so hot too. He's an heir to the family estate with over 10 million. You rarely find excellent men like him. What do you think? It's amazing, right? I guess so. He said he'd never seen a woman as beautiful as me before. He proposed to me right after we met. He said he'd leave his fiancée to marry me. Isn't that something? I'm really lucky to be born beautiful. As long as I have the look, my life's smooth sailing. Men are so easy. I guess you ugly people will never understand, lol. You better work hard as a corporate slave for the rest of your life. It must be tough to be born with your appearance, lol. Whatever. I guess a guy who goes after a girl with nothing but looks isn't any good anyway. I feel sorry for his fiancée. It's just too tragic to be dumped for the sake of someone like you. Whoever she is, I feel for her. It's tragic for sure, lol. You know my fiancé though. I do? Who? A friend? Jonathan? Your fiancé, lol? Huh? What are you talking about? He's marrying you. Then the fiancé is going to be dumped. It's you! Surprise, surprise, lol. It's hilarious that you called your life tragic. No way. You're full of crap. He would never do such a thing. I know you don't want to believe me, but it's true. Here's a photo of us from the other day. FYI, it's not photoshopped. Indeed, it's him. I can't believe it. How? I'm the one who wants to know. How did a fugly manage to get such a nice guy in the first place? It's a miracle that you even got engaged. But too bad. You lost him to me so easily, lol. You worked so hard to get him. Well, I'm sure it would have happened sooner or later. No matter how good you're at your job, a fugly woman loses in the end. He says you're too unattractive and he can't see you as a woman, lol. Did he really say that? He can't see me as a woman. Sure he did. Moreover, he said it's impossible as a human being. He said it'll be hell to be married to a monster like you. A monster? For the first time since going out with me, he's moved by discovering the beauty of a woman. He said it has been like he was walking around with a pig that could speak. He's happy to get married to prettier me than fugly you. I'm sorry for always stealing from you, lol. Well, I'm looking forward to the wedding. What kind of wedding will it be? How many people are you going to invite? Do you want me to help you send out the invitations? What's with you all of a sudden? Aren't you devastated? I stole your fiancé you were desperately clinging on to. If he hates me that much already, then I'm done. I gladly give him to you. Aren't you lucky that you got my second hand? Lol. What? Your second hand? My ex-fiancé. So he's my hand-me-down to you, right? That's great. You can't even get a good guy unless you take him from me, lol. You're getting cocky for a fugly. So who's overjoyed to get the fugly second hand then? You usually only get losers coming after your looks. I'm handing you down to a decent guy, so you should be more grateful. Well, he turns out to be a jerk who cheats on his fiancée though. You guys are perfect for each other, don't you think? I'll laugh from the top of my lungs at the wedding. You should look forward to it. You can pretend to be tough for now. You're not invited anyway. We don't want you to ruin it with your sickening jealousy and harassment. And besides, it'd be a disaster if some fugly monster comes to our magnificent wedding. Oh well, whatever. But are you sure you can have a wedding? His parents are both very strict. I have a feeling that they probably won't allow you to marry him. Are you crazy? Of course we can. It's just that you and I will switch places, and nothing else will change. On the contrary, if his bride becomes beautiful, no doubt that they'll be happy. I'll be more welcome than a fugly like you. I hope so. Well, it no longer concerns me. Then I'll just file for compensation. The engagement is off now. I'm a little busy at work now, so I won't be able to file the claim until later. Suit yourself. I hope you find a man within your league next time. Well, I'm busy getting ready for the wedding. Whatever you say. I wish you all the best. Eleanor, where the heck are you? I thought you broke off your engagement. Answer me now. You better not ignore me. What's up? I'm kind of busy right now. Isn't your wedding today? It's starting soon, right? Are you sure you have the time to chat with me? It is my wedding, but that's not the point. Jonathan's parents came yelling into my preparation room. They suddenly started saying that the wedding was cancelled. They weren't aware that you called off your engagement or that I took your place. They screamed that they didn't approve of this marriage and sent the guests home. It's a disaster. Didn't you tell them you cancelled the engagement? Oops, sorry. My work was hectic, so I told them about it just a few minutes ago. Lol. What the heck? Just a few minutes ago? You've got to be kidding me. You know, I was so shocked that I couldn't think straight for a while after the sudden cancellation of my engagement. I knew I had to call them, but then I put it on the back burner and forgot about it. My bad. This is unacceptable. You're an idiot. How could you forget about such an important thing? I couldn't help it. I was heartbroken, you know. I did tell them as soon as I remembered. I said that Jonathan's switching his bride from me to you. So we're not getting married anymore. I also mentioned that you never had a regular job and have been financially dependent on your parents. You're the kind of person who not only steals my things, but takes my fiancé as well. You're as such, but I asked them to please take care of you. That's just bad-mouthing! Why the heck did you have to say those things? I don't understand why you're angry. I didn't badmouth, but just told the truth. Wait, you had a sense of doing something wrong? I'm so impressed that even you could have sensible thoughts. Shut up! Jonathan and his parents are talking outside the room right now. I can hear the word disinheritance thrown around. They're yelling at each other, and I don't know what's going on. You dropped out of high school, right? Disinheritance is kind of like disown. Simply put, it means to remove Jonathan as the official heir. He won't be the CEO. No way! Why won't he be the CEO? Can they get away with such tyrannical action? Of course. They can't entrust an important position to a dishonest person who cheats on his fiancée with her sister and switches his bride. They adored me because I was successful in my career. Oh, so he's probably going to be demoted from a board member to an ordinary employee. Or maybe he'll be fired. That's tough, but having a dishonest person in a top position lowers the company's reputation. So, oh well. He has a bright younger brother and sister. They have no shortage of the successor. I can't accept that. There's nothing attractive about him if he doesn't become the CEO. You need to come to the wedding. Convince them so that he can keep his position. And about my marriage too. You should have explained everything to them sooner in the first place. Come quickly, right now. You take responsibility. No, I can't. I'm taking a special vacation to go abroad. To heal my broken heart, you know. I've already checked in for my flight. I'm looking forward to Italy. Italy? That's where we're supposed to go for our honeymoon. I know, because I was supposed to go there with him too. But since my marriage didn't happen, I'm going alone. I wasn't invited to the wedding in the first place, so I can't come to you. I can't wait to go shopping. I won't buy you any gifts though, lol. Hold on. Are you going to leave me like this? Do something about it. None of my business. Oh, it's time to board the plane. I have to put my phone on airplane mode. Good luck. I blocked her number right away. I received desperate messages from Jonathan saying he was sorry and wanted to start over. I replied to him that a pig can't go out with a human being and that I would ask for compensation when I returned home. I also blocked him after that. When I got back, his parents came to apologize to me. They promised to give me all of Jonathan's trust fund as compensation. He was demoted from a board member to an ordinary employee and sent to a subsidiary company. My parents completely gave up on Ava and cut ties with her. Without telling her, they sold their home and moved to the countryside. Ava lost a place to live and their financial support and was forced to work on the streets in the end.
Hi, Katie. Long time no see. It's already been 7 years. Time goes fast, huh?
Yes. Who is this?
Geez, This is Noah. I got a new number.
Noah who?
Oh, come on. Your ex-boyfriend. Wait, it's rather... I'm your long-lost lover. Is it better?
If it's a sleep talk, can you do it in your sleep? Since you sound like you got nothing better to say, goodbye. I'll block you.
Wait. Of course I have something to say. You shouldn't be so quick to judge.
Don't wink at me. That's gross. Hurry up and tell me.
We should get back together.
Excuse me?
It's such an irresistible and wonderful offer, isn't it?
How?
7
years ago, I was 26, who switched to an 18-year-old new hire, saying I was too old and unattractive.
Well, I was young and stupid back then.
What are you talking about? You're 5 years older than me.
For men and women, the concept of age is different, you know? Men around 30 are in the prime of their manhood. Women around 30 are in all kinds of trouble.
Then why are you telling me to get back together with you? I'm 33 now and aging steadily. What business do you have with someone like me, who's at a troublesome age? You don't think my time has stopped at 26, do you?
Of course not, lol. Your usual sarcasm brings back memories from when we were together. It's so nostalgic.
Well then, I guess we're done here.
What? Why?
We're not going to get back together, and that's the end of the story.
No, wait. It's been a while, so let's catch up a bit more.
I don't have time for this.
Come on. How about occasionally surrendering yourself to the cradle of nostalgia that is me?
What you just said is just nauseating.
You're so bitter. Well, that's okay. That's part of your charm.
You're creepy.
By the way, you got transferred after we broke up, right? I think I heard it was at the New York headquarters.
What about it?
Actually, I moved to New York with that girlfriend.
I know.
Oh, you do?
Of course. Back then, I worked in an apartment adjacent to yours on the same floor. That girl, I think her name was Lydia? When you guys submitted your resignations to the director while holding hands and skipping down the hallway, saying migration of lovebirds, I felt like I saw a flower field stretching all the way to the horizon around you guys.
Did you? We looked that happy, huh?
From my perspective, I felt so cold that I thought we entered an ice age or something.
I see. I get it. I never realized you were so envious. I guess I'm sorry?
Actually, I'm throwing some serious shade.
So, you've been hung up on me and curious about me, right? You don't have to be so shy.
Stop it. You're really creeping me out. It's just that your extreme lack of common sense was so astonishing. That's why it left an impression. Like when you handed in your resignation to the boss, your carefree attitude was just too much.
Oh well, I was young and stupid.
I don't think there was anything youthful about a 31-year-old man at the time.
Anyway, how about cutting some slack for the past and thinking about our future together? I've become more mature since then. You can relax and just leave everything to me.
I really don't care what's going on with you right now.
Oh, don't sulk, okay? Your sense of humor is as sharp and brilliant as ever. But you know what? When you get sulky like that, your cute side starts to show.
So?
What?
What do you want from me after all?
What do I want?
It's been 7 years since then. You treated me like I was an old woman when we broke up. I'm 33 now. But you're thinking about getting back together. There are a lot of things that don't add up, and it's giving me a creep.
You know, I'm fed up with young girls. First of all, we don't have anything in common. And we don't share the same values or financial sense. And most of all, she cheated on me.
Oh dear.
You know what she said? She said she prefers young and hot guys close to her age. She told me that guys like me can't satisfy her. It's pretty harsh, isn't it?
She's 25 now, right? And you're 38. I see. It's about the time when stamina starts noticeably declining due to age.
And so, well, I know this is a bit pathetic, but we recently broke up.
Uh-huh.
So I thought it'd be a good time to get back together with you. We're both in our 30s, and a 5-year age difference doesn't seem so big, right? More importantly, you're already 33 and past your prime as a woman. You must be feeling anxious about not being able to get married.
That's why you're suddenly trying to get back together? It's laughable, isn't it?
Exactly. It's such a grateful offer from your perspective. You almost want to laugh, right? Well, let's consider this matter settled. I'm coming to your place now. Give me your address.
Why?
Because I'm going to live with you starting today.
I'm already married.
You can be happy as your heart desires.
No, I'm not happy.
You know what? This is the time when you just have to accept it with an open heart. The 7 years of being apart might still be bothering you, but that kind of gap will easily vanish after one passionate night.
Ugh, you're as creepy as ever.
Jeez, this isn't the time for making a sarcastic joke. Come on, just open your heart. Picture me in your mind, the one you've been thinking about for so long, and think about it again. Why don't you pour out those tender and bittersweet feelings that make your heart tremble onto me?
Ew!
You?
That's really gross.
Listen. Why can't you just be true to yourself? I find that part of you cute, but right now, this isn't the right moment for that.
I'm honestly expressing my genuine disgust. It's just that you're twisting and interpreting them to suit your own convenience.
That's not true. I'm saying that I don't care if you're 33. If things continue the same for you, you might end up being alone in old age, you know?
Don't worry, it's already taken care of. It's going to be alright.
I'm saying it's not. That's why we should get back together, okay? Come on, let's be honest. Let's get married.
You know what? Why did you ignore what I said earlier about being married?
Huh? No way. You're kidding, right? It's not easy to find a guy willing to marry a 33-year-old woman.
Are you stupid? I can find another relationship in 7 years. There are plenty of women over 30 who are married for the first time nowadays.
Well, you're an exception, right? You've been hung up on me all this time. It doesn't matter about times or anything, so...
Exactly, that's the point.
What is it?
When did anyone tell you that I still have feelings for you? I'm asking if someone actually said that to you. Have you become so senile at 38 that you're hearing auditory hallucinations?
Well, I don't think we need to confirm every little thing if we had an emotional connection.
An emotional connection. Well, at the moment of breaking up, that kind of thing got cut off instantly, you know?
No, that's not true.
I'll say it again. I'm already married.
Haha, you're funny.
I have 3 kids.
What? You have kids? 3 of them?
Oh, now you're getting shaken up.
What? How? You love me, but you're having kids with another guy? Doing such crazy things and pretending to be someone you're not. You're being too hard on yourself just because you're afraid of being a spinster.
OMG! I've been telling you that I do not care about you anymore.
No,
At the moment we broke up, that part of me that loved you turned into an icicle.
baloney.
I have absolutely no intention of starting over with you, even if humanity were on the brink of extinction.
Oh God.
You really need to do something about your blind optimism. You're not old enough to be senile.
How's that possible? I don't have a place to live.
What the heck?
To be honest, after I quit my job and moved to the city, I haven't been able to find a new job. But Lydia, after a month, started working full-time without any problems. Maybe it was because she was young, but she adapted to city life in no time. For some reason, I felt like I was being left behind in the gap between the city and time. I was losing my self-confidence and was afraid to leave the house. At times like that, I remembered you.
In short, you made her work while being supported as an unemployed shut-in? In the end, she dumped you and kicked you out of the house.
Well, I mean, that wording is...
Or a gigolo.
Oh, come on.
You chose your words to suit yourself too much. It's important to confront reality. You were just leeching off Lydia without trying to find a job and contribute. So she felt her future was in jeopardy and gave up on you, right? Not that I should say this, but it's surprising she put up with you for 7 years.
But, you know, I was mentally crushed. I couldn't help it.
Listen, you're close to 40, you know?
Right?
You're 38 and unemployed, and you're not even actively job hunting. What's up with that? Or do you have a definite reason that's preventing you from doing that?
No, it's not like that.
If there's nothing you can do about it, why don't you just go back to your family for the time being?
But you see, when I quit my job 7 years ago, I declared estrangement out of opposition to moving to the city.
Then why don't you find a job?
But I haven't worked for so long, and I don't know what kind of job I should get.
A middle-aged man like you shouldn't act so needy. Stop being so timid and pathetic.
But, well, it's true that I don't have a place to sleep. Oh, right. Katie, please. Can I stay with your family for a while? You don't need to marry me.
Do you know how absurd you sound?
If my staying over will upset your husband, I'll apologize together with you. All right, it's settled. Tell me your address.
Yeah, right.
No?
Why do I have to apologize together with you?
But, you know...
I don't live in the city anymore.
Really?
I moved to my husband's hometown when we got married.
You're kidding, right? Then what am I supposed to do?
The idea of relying on your ex-girlfriend, whom you've broken up with in the first place, is absurd.
But,
If you have time to waste on pity partying, go to the job center right away. Even 7 years ago, when we broke up, I was amazed at his blind optimism. I never expected that he would take it to another level. He eventually contacted his parents and asked for their help. Apparently, he mentioned my name, and his mother contacted my family asking for cooperation if I still had feelings for him. My father, who had been informed of the situation by me, calmly explained that his delusions were nothing but a nuisance. Later, she contacted my family again to apologize. He was brought back to his hometown and entrusted to his uncle, who used to be a PE teacher. Currently, he is focusing on manual labor jobs and undergoing a strict regime to rebuild his character.